Alright, so I'm going to test out this Tactacam. This is the Tactacam Solo. You can get it in a couple different models. The 4.0 is the older one, the 5.0 is the highest end, and then there's the Solo, which is just single button operation, which I kind of like because it just makes it quick. It does not zoom as much as the 5.0, and the video quality isn't quite as high, but it's still 1080p. I tested it on the bow mount, the shotgun mount, and then the film through the scope. And I will display some of the video from each one of those mounts. I love the bow mount, it's great. The shotgun mount's pretty good. The film through the scope I did not really care for, and I'll explain more of that and show you some video from that after this. So this is just shooting some archery practice from a tower. I think the first shots here are at 20 yards and then 40, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then I go on the ground and go out to 60. But really, you can't see the arrow great. I think it would be better, with an animal and more contrast, and then, of course, the lighted nock should show up better.
And go out lower left.
But the video stays pretty stable through the shot, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So hopefully in a hunting situation with some tree cover and it won't be quite so bright, the video will be a little bit better, but I think it'll be good for what I want to do with it. So I'm excited to use it. So then here's just a little shooting I did in the backyard. The arrows show up a little better here, and the contrast of that deer target is definitely a lot better. Still really sunny out, but you can see the arrow take off and fly, and you can see where it hits. So I think it's going to work good. I really like the mount. The mount's super easy. It just takes the place of your stabilizer and threads right into the bow, and then you just slide the Tactacam into the mount, and there is a set screw that you just screw down, and then there's an opening on the top so you can press the button to start, and it's just one click. The only complaint I would have is the first time you turn it on, sometimes it takes like 5 seconds, which probably isn't that big of a deal for like an archery situation most of the time, but ducks coming in, something like that, it might take too long. Try one with the practice broadhead. I like it. So the shotgun mount works fine. It just clamps on your barrel and it stays pretty steady and everything. I wonder if the 5.0 would be a little better with some more zoom for this, because here I'm just shooting clays at the range, and if you know where they're coming from, you can see them come out. But with that bright sky and the orange clay, and they're not very big, it's pretty hard to see them. I think it'll be better with ducks because they'll be bigger. I'm not positive, but I'm going to give it a try anyways. Geese I don't think would be any issue. Bigger things like that. But yeah, if you don't know where it's coming from, they're kind of hard to see. And these clips, I did hit all of them, but you can't see them explode. Pull! So this thing I did not love. It goes on it slides over the back of the scope. And as you can see, there's that little window there. Plus you can't see great, and I did a ton of adjustments to try to get it to work perfectly. It's not super crisp. And the biggest problem, though, I think this would be fine for like a 22, but it moves your window back so far that my eye relief was like almost zero. I had to get my face like an inch from the scope, and this was on a 7mm rem mag. So there's enough kick there where it was definitely going to hit me in the face. So I ended up taking this thing back. I just didn't think it was worth the hassle and I don't know, the size, and it just wasn't. It made my rifle less user friendly, and I am more concerned with getting a good shot than getting the video of it. So, and you can see here, like you can see my reflection. So I don't know if the mirrors were screwed up on the one that I got. I did get it from Amazon. The box had been opened, so it was used, but I sent it back. But I think it's a neat idea, but just wasn't for me, I guess. I would not recommend it unless it was on, like I said, like a rimfire rifle. It'd probably be okay. You can get your face right up there without worrying about getting hit, but not for me.